Good evening to all my friends. This is my page, Agamemnon Pythons, and this is our first live broadcast in English. Many of you shoot me with messages asking if I will make a live broadcast in English, and so this is the time. Maybe we will wait some people to join us to say what we're going to our theme will be tonight. Give me 1 minute and just to scroll down. If you are watching us, just say hi or anything, just to know that you are here. If you are watching, just Tommy is now with us. Good evening, Tommy. Okay, if you don't know me, my name is Agamemnon. I know that it's a very, very difficult name to pronounce. You can call me Memnos, so it's more easy for you. And tonight we made our live broadcast in English. I am owner of Reptiles the last 2 years. My main collection is more of ball pythons, and I am trying to say about our hobby. I live in Cyprus. It's a small island in the Mediterranean Sea. You can search it out if you go to Google, search Cyprus. You can find us. We are a small island. And tonight we're gonna talk about things that you have to consider before you buying a reptile or before you get a reptile. Hi to my friend Christopher. Thank you, Christopher, for watching us. And if anybody else watching, please just say hi, just to know that you are here with us. Now, our theme tonight is things that you have to consider before you get a reptile. And as you consider buying or get a snake, a lizard, or amphibian, or other reptile, there are a number of things that you should know before you do that. It's important to consider those things well in advance of purchasing an animal, and that may end up being unsuitable for your family if you're living with your family. If you're living alone, that's not going to be a problem. And one important thing is the research. Research. As I will tell you about myself, before I get my first ball pythons, I made my research for about 11 to 12 months, and I search about everything in detail before I get my first ball pythons. It's very, very important to learn those things, and I will tell you now about those things. With most reptiles, you are attempting to keep an animal with very specific environmentally and dietary needs. So it's very different from its native habitat, and owners must spend a great deal of time and money working to keep their reptiles enclosure warm enough or cool enough or dry enough or humidity enough. So you have to consider those things. Your first step in of own a reptile, and this is my advice, it's a trip to a library, or a Google, or you have to make your research for a long time. Or of course the internet, quality sites, and etc. Also, give me 1 minute. You will need to learn about housing, heating, feeding, veterinary care, and etc. You have to read about species, and especially about the following that I will tell you now. Let's say hi to our friend Aristos. Now, we're going to talk about adult size. You have to consider how big will be the animal when it will grow. And let's talk about a Burmese python. Juvenile Burmese python, when you see a juvenile, he's very cute, he's small, but in 3 or 4 years, you'll not be able to handle it by yourself. So you have to consider those things. You have to think the species that you will get, and how big it will be after will become adult. How large? Okay, give me 1 minute, please. Adult size. We talk about adult size now. Housing needs, and give me 1 minute. Now, housing needs. It's important to provide the proper living environment, for your reptile. You have to search about vivariums, about terrariums, how big they have to be, and one of the most common mistakes that people buy a closure that there is too small. If you buy an enclosure that is too small, after 1 or 2 years, you have to buy another one because the animal will grow too much. And so this thing you have to do is to buy an enclosure that it will suit for 2, 3, or 4 years. If we're going to talk about the ball python, if you're going to buy an enclosure that is 1 meter and 20, 1 meter and 30, something like that, when a ball python it's a hatchling or a juvenile, you have to give him the half space of the terrarium, and after it grows, you have to open all the terrarium to give him all the space of the terrarium. Give me 1 minute, please. Okay. I wrote some things. I want to find them. Give me 1 minute. I can't find them now. We'll talk about the temperatures, the adult size. Okay. Now, feeding and nutritional needs. Reptiles, it's different from cats, it's different from dogs, so you have to know that you have to give them rats or mice, or live or frozen thawed. So you have to know that, and sometimes you have to feed live. I have in my collection 2 or 3 ball pythons that they don't accept frozen, they accept only live food. So I don't have any choice, I have to give them live food. So you have to deal with it, and you have to consider this. If you can't do it, maybe you have to consider twice to get a reptile that he needs live food. Now, we speak about housing, about temperature. You have to search about temperatures, how cold or how hot will be the hotspot, because the reptiles, it's cold-blooded. So a captive reptile doesn't have the luxury of maintaining its body temperature within the range that it needs. So you have to provide those temperatures to them. And they rely to you to provide an environment that allows it to stay healthy. A temperature crisis should be provided to allow your reptile to move from place to place as it needs to warm up by basking or cool down or a heat mat or a heat pad. It depends from the species. Let's say hello to my friend and my mentor, Mark. Hello, Mark. Hello, my friend. Thank you for watching. A cost generally not taken into consideration is the cost of providing heating and lighting to all reptiles. But especially for desert and tropical species. While there is some reptile during the winter for desert species owners, tropical species must be maintained at tropical temperatures all year around. Just keep in mind that as it gets colder outside, it may take more heating equipment just to maintain the temperatures that they need. So you have to regulate your temperatures as the weather changes from summer to winter and etc. I wrote too many things. I don't want to give you all the information. There is too many informations. Let's say about lighting. Light provides your pet with specific vitamins for mineral metabolism, but in specific species. Ball pythons, they don't need the lighting, so you have to search. If you have your target, your species, then if it needs lighting, then it will suit for you. But also creates an environment that caters to the animal very nature. Some reptiles are nocturnal, while others are diurnal. Humidity. Reptiles in the wild they need humidity, so you have to provide them with the specific humidity. Ball pythons humidities, they are at 50% to 60%. Generally, we raise our humidity when they are going to shed, but there are species that they need more humidity or less humidity, so you have to search about that. The amount of care. If you select a reptile that requires careful monitoring, you must be prepared not only to commit the time and energy to provide that monitoring, but also be prepared for emergencies like equipment failure, illness, stress, malfunction, and in general difficulty in keeping and handling. Let's say hello to Chris Christodoulou, to Mario. Hello, my friend Mario. Thank you for watching. Now, we talked about humidity. We talked about amount of care. Now we're going to talk about handling. So if you're looking for a pet you can handle a lot, you probably don't want some species and you have to search about it. In ball pythons, they are very calm. You can handle them. So if you want a reptile that you can handle, it's better to get a ball python. But if you want another species, you have to search about that, if they accept handling. And my opinion is that every species, if you work with it, you can handle them very nice. You have to have patience with them, and you can work it out. The vet factor. The vet factor for me, it's one very important important factor, because if you have or 1 or 20 or 100 reptiles or ball pythons or gritty pythons or anything reptile, anyway, in the moment you have you have a problem with your reptile and you don't know how to handle it, you have to know a person. You will go with your reptile and take care of your reptile. You have to know a person that is knowledgeable about reptile medicines and etc. If you don't know somebody, or if you don't have in your area, you have to ask somebody who knows, because it's better. Sometimes your reptile get ill. It's better to, in a short time, to find someone who knows how to take care. Because if you find a reptile that is ill or sick, and you don't have time to search, oh, what I have to do now, I don't know anyone, and this time 1, 2 or 3 hours maybe will be critical for your reptile. Okay, so where to buy? Outside there is nice breeder like me, and but okay, it's in the part of the research. It's the same thing. Before you buy a reptile, you have to make your research about breeders, about and you have to find nice breeder. Send him some messages. I am in your send me some message if you want to ask you anything you want. So you have to make your research about breeders, and you will find anything you want now with the internet and everything. Just let me see if I forget something. If you have any questions, if you have any questions about anything, especially ball pythons, that I know more about ball pythons, just give me the question, and if I can answer it, I will. If you think that I forget anything, just write it. My friend Mark here, who watching, it's more experienced than me. My friend Mark, if I forget anything, just write it. If you have something to say, I think that we covered all things. We talk about feeding, about lighting, about humidity, about okay, maybe my English is not fluent. It's not like my Greek, but I think it was a very nice live. So Janos, hello to Janos. Janos asked how the eggs going. The eggs going perfect, my friend. And we have a 31.5 consistent temperature. Now we are in day, we have 28, day 22, 23, something like that. So we have many days until 55 or 60 days, something like that. So we have many days yet. In these days I wait from my cinnamon to have eggs. It was scheduled for 23 of this month. I don't know why, but we will see. I think today or tomorrow we will have eggs. Christopher, your English is great, man. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Thank you very much, my friend Mark. I can't wait for my friend Mark to get there, but unfortunately, with this situation, I don't know if I can manage it this year. Maybe next year, or we will see. We will see. Tommy's Levendis, hello, my friend Tommy. Show us your balls. Okay, this phrase is something like, you mean my ball pythons? Yeah. Okay. I can't show you all my ball pythons because it's too much, and we're going to 30 or 40 minutes, something like that. So I'm gonna show you. I don't know. I'm gonna show you one snake that I get from my friend Mark. Now, this is a pite, a low white pite. You see here. For me, it's a very nice animal, very quality animal. My friend Mark Erketon have very quality animals, and now that I mentioned Mark, if you want quality animals, go to Old School Exotics. He'd like to his page, and you will find very nice animals, quality animals. And if you want something from Mark, we can speak together and we can arrange it. Now this is a pite, a low white pite. This is a male. He's almost, I think, 800 grams. He's already in age of breeding now, but this year I will not put him for breeding next year, and I hope I have a female that I will put her with him to have some nice babies. I will put him back now. What else? And I will show you my my ambassador here with my logo, and down here the picture in my poster here. And it's I say that it's my ambassador because it's a male that I put him for breeding for 10 times this year with 3 females. The one female already gave me 7X, and this is the Orange Dream Laser Pastel Possible Head Pipe. I hope next year this male, I will put him with a pipe. So if I will manage to prove him out as a head pipe, to give me a nice pipe, some orange pipes, or we will see if he 100% head pipe. He's a very, very nice animal, very bright colors, and I think that you can see that. Very, very bright colors, very, very yellow. And if you compare it with just a laser pastel, you can see the difference between laser pastel and Orange Dream Laser Pastel. I have a laser pastel here, so you can see. Give me 1 minute. So you can see the difference. I don't. Now this is laser pastel. You see how dark colors, and you see here the Orange Dream Laser Pastel, how bright colors. Okay, give me 1 minute to put them back. Okay, now let's say hello to one of my best friends, Rona, and to my friend Kim. Hello, Kim, welcome. I think that that's it for our first live broadcast in English. I hope you like it. I don't know when it will be the next live broadcast in English. I have also a YouTube channel, Agamemnon Ball Pythons. The same as this one, name I mean. So you can go there. I am thinking to make just videos in English, not lives, and upload it in the YouTube channel. But I don't know yet. I will see how it will go. Because I live in Cyprus, here we speak Greek. So for me and for the people here, it's better to have a Greek live. It's better for me because I want to let people know about our hobby. I want to tell the people about especially ball pythons and generally about reptiles. They have to know some things. You know how the thing is about our hobby. Okay, I don't want to say anything else. Thank you very much for watching. Show them what you got today. Okay. What I got today. My friend Mark will know this this animal. No, it's not that one. What is it here? So this animal, it's an animal that a friend of mine asked for it. I find her for him. I brought her for him, and now it's in my collection. It changes two hands, and this is me. It's the third person now, and I am very glad that I have her in my collection. It's a female, and it's a lesser clown. You can see here her head, very nice. It's a lesser clown. It's about 800 grams. So I hope until not this December, but the next December, in 1.5 years, I hope that she will grow more to put her for breeding, and we'll have nice and gorgeous babies. So I'm very glad that this is the last addition, today's addition in my collection, and I'm very happy about that. Okay. Okay, now Christopher, you are happy. I did as you told me. I showed them what my last addition. Rona is one of your best friends, huh? You forgot me, and of course you realize this means war. Okay. Marius. Hello, my friend Marius. You are my best friend. Rona, best friend. Marius, best friend. Anyway, okay, let it be. She's the cutest little baby. You mean about the lesser clown? Okay. And because we talk about marriage, we talk about Rona, we talk about friendships, and okay. Mark, I know that snake. I know that you know that snake, and he makes a road trip, almost, I think, from Germany to Cyprus, and I think the three main cities of Cyprus, and finally it came here in my collection. So very nice. She's gorgeous. I wanted you to show them. Yeah, I know. So I think now we are finished. Thank you everybody for watching. Go to my my YouTube channel, Agamemnon Ball Pythons, and my Facebook, of course. If you want, and if you have the kindness, share this video, because there will be more English videos in the future in my YouTube channel. I have Instagram too, also Agamemnon Ball Pythons. My friend Mark, he can't pronounce Agamemnon. He calls me Tutankhamun. So if you want to call me Tutankhamun, it's no problem. But if you will go to my social media, don't write Tutankhamun, write Agamemnon Ball Pythons. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice rest of your Saturday. Have a nice Sunday, and I will inform you when I will do another live in English. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you very much for all your support, my friend Mark. Thank you very much, my friend, for all the support the last I don't know, 2 years, something like that. The most things I know is from my mentor Mark. And another one thing, if you are watching out there in Europe, there is a coco bending, a new coco bending. Just go shoot a message to my friend Mark Egerton, or Old School Exotics. It's the herb easy coco bedding. It's the best bedding now in the market. So go shoot him a message, and I'm sure you will be very pleased about the result in your reptile, and especially the ball pythons. So okay, thank you very much, everybody. Take care, and I will see you again. Thank you very much for everything. Good night.